the greatest Dharma king in Buddhist history to be recognized, according to the rules of Buddhism and ancient Buddha, 12 brief points contained in the book. 1. The first Buddha in history to have received such a large number of recognitions, and written congratulations from great Dharma kings, and rinpoches of the highest order in the world. This is based on much evidence starting from page 105 of this book. 2. The first ancient Buddha in history to have been recognized as having such a high status. This is based on much evidence starting from page 105 of this book. 3. The first ancient Buddha in history who has shown such outstanding, and complete proficiency and mastery of exoteric Buddhism, esoteric Buddhism, and the Five Vidyas, which nobody else has ever done. This is based on much evidence starting from page 140 of this book. 4. The first ancient Buddha in history who has manifested such a large number of holy feats. This is based on much evidence starting from page 140 of this book. 5. Buddhas bestowed nectar from the sky into a bowl in front of several dozen Dharma teachers, persons of great virtue, and others. There is videotape of that entire process. Please see material starting on page 218 of this book. 6. When transmitting Dharma to disciples, predictions were made as to when those disciples would become accomplished in the Dharma. Those disciples were able to take a trip to the Western paradise of ultimate bliss. After they returned to the human realm, they passed on to that paradise at the predicted time. There is videotape of this. Please see page 237 of this book. 7. Many incarnations of extremely famous and virtuous patriarchs from Tibet, and other countries are disciples of this ancient Buddha. This is based on much true evidence starting from page 466 of this book. 8. Dragon spirits, birds, and land animals became disciples of and came to hear Dharma discourses of this ancient Buddha. There are records and newspaper reports of this starting on page 159 of this book. 9. At a Dharma assembly attended by many people during which offerings were made to the Buddhas, nectar pills that partially filled a bowl suddenly increased, in number about 1 hour after the Dharma assembly began. Even after some of those nectar pills were distributed, as blessings to the 59 people in attendance, the nectar pills that remained in the bowl still formed a dome that rose above the brim of the bowl, and were still greater in number than at the beginning of the Dharma assembly. There is videotape of this. Please see page 223 of this book. 10. Manifesting the wisdom of a Buddha, wondrous multicolored sculptures and sculptures with mist inside them were created. Nobody else in the world can replicate such works. Everyone is welcome to view that sculpted boulder, which is in the United States. Please see material starting on page 381 of this book. 11. The first ancient Buddha who benefits living beings but does not accept any offerings. This is based on much evidence starting on page 193 of this book. 12. The only one who possesses BuddhaDharma that causes a disciple to attain enlightenment and liberation within 2 hours. It is the fastest BuddhaDharma practice whereby a disciple can enter and leave a Buddha land at will. Please see the testimonial of H.H.Dorje Rinpoche and other material starting on page 478 of this book.